Hello, how is everyone? I got Lorwyn Eclipsed Draft Night. For this video, I bought this. I didn't really want to buy too much of Lorwyn Eclipsed, but I saw this and it was decently priced and looked interesting. Plus you get 12 play boosters, 1 collector booster, and you get some lands, 90 lands, so I'm like, alright, that's actually a fair trade. So we are gonna open this today. It looks a little damaged, I will say that, so maybe that's just from the shipping, hopefully. I hope, at least. I mean, it looks fairly, like, new, or at least doesn't look resealed, so I'm just hoping that's from the packaging, but we'll see. I mean, right there, that kind of proves it was from shipping, but whatever. Okay, so how does this open? Okay, yeah, right there. All right. Oop. So we got quick rules of pick 2 drafting. So obviously I'm not doing drafting today, but if you guys all, or if you do end up getting this item, then you can do this with people you were drafting with. So it is typically a 4 players sit down with 3 packs each. Open the first pack and choose 2 cards. Pass the remaining cards from your pack to the left. Pick 2 more cards from the new cards you receive and pass again. Repeat until the cards are selected, then open your second packs. The first pack passes, or the first pack passes to the left, second to the right, and third to the left again. Construct a 40 card minimum deck. From your selected cards, you can add any number of basic lands, but we recommend 17 lands minimum. Pair off and play. After the first match, the winning player battles against each other to win the included collector booster. So honestly, it's a very fun way to like have fun with friends. Plus you get the collector booster, which is, oops, hit the camera, right here. So obviously that is a bonus. It's always a nice bonus. And it comes in this little like neat packaging, which is nice actually. So I do like that. I'll just put that off to the side for now. And then looks like we got some more things. Let's see, we got Lorwyn Eclipsed draft archetypes. So we got Merfolk, which is, let's see, Merfolk, white, blue, okay. Goblins are black, red. We got Kithkin, which is white, green. Elementals, red, blue. And Elves, which is green, black. So pretty standard for the most part. Oh, and first side is that nice artwork. That's really nice, actually. I like that artwork. Let's see. Okay, so we got our packs. Trying to show you guys. There's apparently land in here. I think they're at the bottom. Okay, we'll get to those later. I guess we'll just start off with opening a pack. So, we'll do the collector booster pack at the end, but this is essentially what you would get out of it. So honestly, I would definitely recommend people to do a draft night. They are fun. Friends and I, we did it one time and had a blast. We didn't do it with like this product, but we did it with like old, not old cards, but like our like duplicate cards that we have a lot of. So it was a lot of fun regardless. I will say, when we did it, I did win that. So that was a lot of fun as well. But regardless, draft night is a lot of fun. I think we did 60 cards, but they said 40 cards. It's a minimum. You can have more than 40 if you do the math correctly, it's what? How many? 14 cards times 12. That's 140 plus additional 24. That's 164, right? So 164 cards. And I mean, okay, that's just cards. That's not even lands. So that's a decent amount. You can definitely get more than 40. So anyways, we got also I haven't seen too much of the art, so I guess we'll go through all that if there's anything really interesting. But we got Chitinous Graspling. Also there's the Changeling, which is nice. This card is every creature type. Oh well, yeah, because it's a shapeshifter. Makes sense. Wanderbrine Preacher. I don't know too much like what the chase cards are. I've seen a couple. There's that mono red. I think it's like 2 mana. It's and gives like all your creatures ward or something. There's Prideful Feastling, also another. So I guess shapeshifters and changeling are very common with this. Okay, so Coolthroth Zealot. Okay, basic land cycling. Okay, so it has to be basic. That's good to know. Anti-sentence. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's just reveal hand, and you can force player to discard that, or okay, that's pretty standard. Liz Alana Informant. Surveil 1, pretty simple. This card is just like, there's a cat from Foundations, same thing. 3 power, 1 toughness, 2 mana. When it enters or dies, you surveil 1. I forget that name, but same thing. Gallant Foul Knight. I don't know why I was supposed to say Full Knight. Foul Knight. Enters, creatures you control get +1/+0. Okay. And oh, that's actually, see, yeah, Kithkin is, I have to play around with some of that. I don't, because there's definitely new abilities, or new abilities that, for me. Yeah, once we'll start going a little bit faster at these. That is a cool art, though. Swat away. Ooh, Reaping Willow. That's such a cool art. Explosive Prodigy. Dose of Dawn Glow. Our rare is Grub's Command. Okay, Goblin. Nice. That's interesting, actually. So it's a goblin, but it's sorcery. Okay. Anyways, Feed the Flames is our foil. Ooh, Full Art Swamp. It's nicked. That's too bad. It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I forgot you get these tokens now. That's a cool swamp, though. Yeah, that's really cool. I love that. Okay, yeah. Interesting. All right, now we'll just start working on the next pack. Don't worry, I'll try to get a little bit faster with this. Don't want to make it like a 30-minute video, but I definitely could. I assume the lands that they provide, because they said 90 lands, so I presume that's just basic lands, but it would be really cool if it was actually full arts, but we shall see. And that does not want to come out. So we got Worm and a Merfolk. All right. We got Prideful Feastling. The Graspling. I am gonna really stumble with these words. Some of these cards or creatures are just like, cannot say it. Keep out. Luckily, that's an easy one. Elder Ante. Okay. Okay. Vile Bogart. Okay, interesting. Miss Meadow Council. Heirloom Auntie. Swat Away. Let's put these actually over here. Kinsbale Aspirant. Vinebred Brawler. Flame Braider. Wait, was it? Add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Cast elemental spells or activate. Oh, okay, interesting. Rare is Sapling Nursery. Affinity for forests. Okay, nice. Landfall whenever a land you control enters. Okay, that could be interesting. Our foil is Lies Alana Informant, and ooh, a forest foil full art. That is cool. Also, sorry, that might have been a little bit off frame. Yeah, anyways, that's cool art. Yeah, I'm like trying to look at the camera, but at the same time I look at the packs, and sometimes I veer off a little bit. All right, another fairy, or a new fairy, and a goblin. Yeah, these arts for these tokens are really cool. A lot different than any of the like normal goblin or fairies you typically see. Kulroth Mystic, keep out. Stalactite. Wow, I'm really struggling with words today. Stalactite Dagger, got there eventually. Cinder Strike, Bogart Prankster, Crossroads Watcher, Summit Sentinel, okay. Water Wine Farewell, Thoughtwith Imbuer, Shimmer Wild's Growth, Mythic Morning Tide's Light. Interesting. Exile any number of target creatures at the beginning of the next end step. Return those creatures to the battlefield, tapped under their owner's control until your next turn. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Exile Morning Tide's Light. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that's a big hit. Oh, we got a rare as well. Wow. Sieg, Wonder Wine Wisdom, can't be blocked. Enters whenever this enters or transforms into Sieg, target creature gains. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card until end of turn. Okay, so and then we can flip them to Sieg, Wander Wine Shield, can't be blocked. Gains protection from each color until your next turn. Okay, nice. That's cool. We got Tributary Volter foil and a mountain. Still cool mountain. Yeah. All right. I guess we'll just put our mythics right there. It was interesting. I didn't expect to actually get a mythic and a rare in the same pack. I guess it's not uncommon. It's just I wasn't expecting it. Because it's not a special guest. It's actual. Yeah, I don't know. We now got a fairy and goblin. It's just such a cool art. I'm gonna keep saying that about this set. It's just an interesting art, like the style. Mischievous Sneakling, Unexpected Assistance, Spiral into Solitude, Gangly Stompling, Enraged Flamecaster. Dawnhand Eulogist. I think that's actually like the card that, when it first came out, was this art. I think it was. Dawn's Light Archer. Reckless Ransacking. Wretched Wretch. Wow, they really chose tongue twisters for these cards. Wonderwine Farewell. Interesting. Kidkeeper. Our rare is a Hallowed Fountain. Oh, it's a land. All right. May pay 2 life. Okay, so it's a shock. It's like a shock land. Okay, I'll actually set that aside. Foil is Bogart Mischief. And it enters. You may blight 1. If you do, create 2 1/1 black and red goblin creature tokens. Whenever a goblin creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Oh, interesting. Ooh, and a full art plains. Nice. So far we got a full art swamp, full art forest, and now a full art plains. Will we be able to find a mountain and island? Maybe. We can only hope. And I know I said like earlier, oh yeah, I will try not to make it 30 minutes. It's probably gonna be a 30-minute video. What am I saying? Why am I lying to myself? I know what it's gonna be. Flaring Cinder. Sun Dappled Celebrant. Changeling Wayfarer. Or Wayfinder, my bad. Yeah, Changeling is a very interesting mechanic. Flame Change Mauler. Dream Caesar. Great Forest Druid. Bone Club Berserker. Gut Splitter Gang. Flame Braider. Silver Gill Mentor. Clachan Festival. Okay. Rare Kinscare Sentry. Yeah, I said that right. Attacks, you may put a creature card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield tapped, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. Oh, okay. Brambleback Brute is our foil, and another swamp. Nice. Foil this time, actually. Nice. That's even better. Maybe I'll make a second video, like some possible, like what I would draft with these cards that I am opening. Now, obviously, I can't say like, oh, I'm gonna do, like, obviously, I'm not passing them along, so I don't, like, I control everything. But I could try to like make a quick little deck, I suppose, like 40 card deck. See, maybe we'll see. We got Wonderborn Preacher, Evolving Wilds. That's a cool art. That's actually, I think that is my favorite art for Evolving Wilds. I can't talk. What is going on with me? I don't think I hit my head recently, but apparently it seems like I did. Coolwrath Mystic, Vile Bogart, Wildvine Pummeler, Cinder Strike. Oh, also a little bit off screen or off center. Unforgiving Aim, Glamour Gifter, Burning Stoneback, Morcant's Eyes, Nameless Inversion, ooh, Kin Binding, it's not borderless, it's the extended art, but still, very cool art, regardless. I love that. Bristlebane Outriders are foil, and a swamp is our land. That is a cool swamp. Yeah, that's a nice card. So, creatures you control get +X+X, where X is the number of creatures that enter the battlefield under your control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. I know this typically you would put this in Kithkin. Honestly, I could see this going in because I have a commander deck that has some heir apparents in it. This would go crazy with that. Like if I had, I run it with 6 heir apparents. If I had like 12, which is a crazy amount already, but if I had 12, this would go insane after a while. So yeah, that's cool. I'm definitely gonna put that with our, I guess, like hits. It's not really a I would have to see like what is considered a hit in this set or not on my own time. But hey, you guys can do that yourself if interested. How many packs have we gone through so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're halfway done with the regular packs. Okay, ooh, treasure, nice. That's an interesting treasure, and a Kithkin one. Very nice. Okay, so we got Gravel Gill Scoundrel, Tributary Vaulter, Stoic Grove Guide, Tweeze, Scarblade's Malice, Wary Farmer, Unforgiving Aim, Twin Flame Travelers. I've seen this one. Yeah, so if a triggered ability of another elemental you control triggers, it triggers an additional time. Yeah, this thing, I think it's with the Precon red, like it's the all-colored commander. I think this one is like, it makes it go crazy. Pummeler for Hire, Thoughtweft Lieutenant. Rare is Mirror Mind Crown. As long as this equipment is attached to a creature, the first time you would create one or more tokens each turn, you may instead create that many tokens that are copies of equipped creature. Oh. I am just thinking about my Heir Apparent deck now. That would be insane. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, that's ooh, look at that. Mutable Explorer. That is a cool art. I gotta let me know what this art treatment is. I don't know if it's extended or what. So we got Changeling. This creature enters. When it enters, create a tapped Mutavault token. Wait, what's Mutavault again? Oh no, I forget which that is. Anyways, I'll have to look that up later. Foil is a Silver Gill Peddler and a forest. That's a different forest. Or is that the same forest? No, it's a different one. Okay. I don't know why my voice just peaked right there, but yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Okay. Wow, I didn't think we would actually get 2 of the like extended arts just from opening these packs, so I'm happy with that so far. Let alone whatever's in the collector booster. Imagine if there was the serialized. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But imagine that would be insane. And this pack is really not wanting to open. Does that mean there's a mythic? Probably not. But we'll say there is a mythic in this one. Elf. And Kithkin. Alright. We got Tributary Volter. Let's get that a little bit more center for you guys. Chaos Spewer. Temporal Cleansing. Blighted Black Thorn. Safe Right Cavalry. Feed the Flames. Also, yeah, I know like the first pack I went a little bit more in depth on the cards. I just kind of tried to speed it up a little bit. But if you guys want to see more extended like videos of like going in between each cards going forward, I can absolutely do that. No issue there. Gallant Foul Knight. Cards going all over the place. Unbury. Noggle the Mind. Noggle Robber. Crib Swap. Rare is Brigid's Command. Did we already get this one? Whatever. Maybe not. Maybe it was a different. It was the Goblin one, I think. That's what we got. Yeah. Blight Rot is our foil. And, ooh, a different swamp. Okay. We're still looking for the Mountain and Island full arts, but it's cool that we got 2 different arts for the swamp and forest. Okay, so we got 4 packs remaining. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Look at that. I don't know if that's new. They started making the pull away right there. I hope that's not old, because if it is, I have never noticed that. Although I think I like my way a little bit better, because now I have extra pieces. But whatever. Elf and a treasure. Anyways, let's get on into it. We got Blossom Bind. Appeal to Eridu. Who is Eridu? I don't know. Eridu, what the Eridu. Mischievous Sneakling. Brambleback Brute. Moonglove Extractor. Assert Perfection. Don't we all? Runaway Together. Romeo and Juliet. Voracious Tome Skimmer. I don't have a thing for that. Thunderloon Weaver. Okay. Bogart Mischief. Pyrrhic Strike. Rare is Tam Mindful First Year. First Year? Huh. Each other creature you control has hexproof from each of its colors. Ooh. Interesting. Target creature you control becomes all colors until end of turn. Okay, so that's where that happens. Nice. That's interesting. Bogart Curse Carver is our foil. That's actually cool art. Yeah. And a forest. Very nice. Yeah, Goblin Warlock. That's interesting. if you put like this card with Krenko, that would be kind of crazy, because obviously like that, yeah, Bogart, Curse Crafter. These names are so hard for me right now. Basically, it's like whenever a goblin dies, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So yeah, if Krenko, you just make 100 goblins, and then you basically do blasphemous act. You would have to make sure Curse Crafter at least lives, so you'd have to find a way to give him an indestructible. But as long as you do that, you could basically win the game that way. I don't know. Something to think about. Temporal Cleansing. Feisty Spikeling. I mean, also you could just do a Benedict Edict. You would just sacrifice 13 creatures. So that's another way to do it. Rooftop Percher. Stratosorer. Feed the Flames. Anti-Sentence. Crossroads Watcher. Elder Ante. Puka's Eye. I don't know who Puka is, but there's their eye. Deep Channel Duelist. Okay. What, are we playing Yu-Gi-Oh now? Ooh, Bogart Curse Crafter. That is cool. Oh, these are so cool, these arts. Okay. Death Touch. Whenever another goblin you control dies, this creature deals... Oh, it's the one with the foil that we just got, but we got this art now. Honestly, I love this art. Oh, wow. Mythic Deceit. That is awesome. We got 2 things in a row. Okay, let's do that first. When this creature enters, if blue was spent to cast... Oh, it's one of these ones. Okay. To cast it, return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. When this creature enters, if black was spent to cast it, target opponent reveals their hand, then choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Okay. And then it has a evoke cost. I forget how evoke works. Yeah, I forget how evoke works, but still, that is a really cool art. I wonder, that is also another thing though. No, if you do the full like 6 mana, if you do 2 black, 2 blue at least, does that mean both of them trigger? I don't know. I'd have to look into that. But that's crazy that we got those 2. Vile Bogart is our foil. And hey, there's the mountain. That's cool art. But jeez. Second mythic, and it's I think that's borderless. I don't maybe the bottom of it makes me think extended. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. At least whenever this video comes out. Who knows? Excuse me. We got Tree Folk. Is that a Tree Folk? Oh, there's a hand. I actually don't know where to look. Excuse me. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea where to look for that. Because I'm like, all right, where's the, I guess, face? But yeah, I don't know. All right, we got Spiral into Solitude. Prideful Feastling. Stratosorer. Barbed Blood Letter. Okay. Great Forest Druid. Brambleback Brute. Summit Sentinel. Liz Alana Dignitary. Yeah, that's how you say that. Graveshifter. Soulblight Seeker. Shrine Striker. Another mythic. Wow. Bloom Tender. So Vivid. Tap this. So for each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. That's pretty good. Foil is Cool Wrath Mystic and a Plains. Ooh, that's a nice little sun art. Wow, yeah. 3 mythics out of 11 packs. That's crazy. And it does look like there are lands right there, so that answers my earlier question. Hit the camera, that helps with getting packs open, obviously. It's the new way to open packs. Gotta hit the camera a couple times. Alright, so we got Elf and Kithkin. Alright. Timid Shieldbearer. Gangly Stompling. Unexpected Assistance. Anti-Sentence. Cert Perfection. Gristle Glutton. Heirloom Ante. Springleaf Drum. I think that's the first time I've seen that. Oh, look at that. Another treatment art. Thought Weft Lieutenant. Whenever this creature or another Kithkin you control enters, target creature you control gets +1/+1, gains strength until end of turn. Alright. Eclipsed Kithkin. Our rare is Champion of the Klachan. Flash. Oh, Flash, nice. Additional cost to cast a spell, behold the Kithkin and exile it. Okay. Exile a Kithkin you control or a Kithkin card from your hand. Other Kithkin you control get +1/+1. That's nice. When it leaves the battlefield, return the. Oh, so that's how you do it. Okay. And you return that exile card back to your hand. Interesting. Oh, another one. Grub's Command. Didn't we get this one earlier? I think we did. And Bone Club Berserker with another swap full art. All right, wow, that is a. I mean, just look. Just out of that, we got like 4 or 5 special treatments, and we got this like shock land, kind of. I don't know if it's not technically a shock. Well, I guess it is a shock. Well, no, it's not a shock land because it's only when it enters. Yeah, that's still cool. Let's go to the plane or the lands first before anything else. So, obviously you guys can then see there are. Oh, so you get some tokens as well. That's actually very helpful. There's this little. Should not have trimmed. There we go. All right. Now we can see like all the ones that I didn't get, I guess. So plains, very nice art. Island, okay. That's a nice island card. We saw swamps, so there's that. We did see the mountain, and I think we saw a forest. Yes, we did. So it was just those islands that we didn't get. And we got a bunch of Kithkin, some elf, merfolk, goblins, and then obviously if you look at the opposite side, we got Fairy, Tree Folk, Shapeshifter, which is pretty nice. Some treasures and some elves. So plenty of token cards, which is actually very nice. It's always good to have. Then we got this guy just kind of staring at us. And now for the collector booster. I know this way is a little bit easier. They actually do have this, which helps a lot. You just put that there. All right. All these are now foil, I believe, except for like maybe 1 or 2 cards if you've never seen any openings for this stuff. So we got Elf and Kithkin. These are all, so even the token is foil, which is nice actually. I don't think there was a pack trick, so we got River Guard's Reflexes, Scar Blades. Sorry, give me a sec. Scar Blades, Malice. Blossom Bind is okay. I don't know why I thought there was more words to that. Bard Bloodletter. Liz Alana Informant. Nameless Inversion. Spell Snare. Nice. Kith Keeper. Okay. Impolite Entrance. Okay. Ooh, that is an awesome Plains. All right, now the good stuff. There it is. There's the big hit everybody looks for. The Hexing Squelcher. This spell can't be countered. Ward paid to life. Spells you control can't be countered. Other creatures you control have ward paid to life. This is the card everybody's like looking for. So awesome that we got that. Sinister Gnarlback. Just put that down right there. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card in Blight 1. Blight, I didn't really go into too much, so I will at least fit this. Blight is you put a -1/-1 counter on, I believe it's target creature. I believe it's target creature, so. Scuzzback Scrounger. So we do have some non-foils, which is nice. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may Blight 1. If you do, create a treasure token. Nice. Deep Way Navigator. So Flash, when it enters, untap each other merfolk you control. As long as you attacked with 3 or more merfolk this turn, merfolk you control get +1/+0. That is nice. Our mythic is Aurora Awakener. Giant Druid, Trample. When this creature enters, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X permanent cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Put any number of those permanent cards onto the battlefield, then put the rest of the revealed cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. Oh, that is the last card. Okay. Honestly, can't complain. That is awesome on what we got. It's crazy that we actually got Hexing Squelcher. I think that is technically the big hit for the pack, because I know this is like a chase card everybody wants. Honestly, it'll be fun to see what I can do with all the other cards that we got. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video, comment on some of the cards you like seeing, if there's any additional things you'd like to see in more videos, and subscribe if you're new. It's always appreciated. With all that said and done, I'll see you all in the next video. See ya.